It's spooky season! It's also 3 a.m. for me, so we're going to be reacting to some scary animations. Well, I hope you guys are not watching this at night.
I have 3 sisters, Crystal, Kiara, and Melissa. I'm the youngest and only boy. Growing up, we lived in a haunted house.
Okay. A haunted house? I already don't like this.
In fact, the neighborhood was haunted.
Okay, so not only the house, but the whole neighborhood? Pack your bags. Get out of there.
All the neighbors had experiences. Apparently, it was all built over a military grave site, but I'm not sure how true that is. This was years ago. I was about 5, I think, and my sisters were around their early teens. Our cousin, Vincent, who we call Vincy, was staying over. He's the same age as my sisters. We used to play hide and seek with all the lights in the house turned off. Apart from any—
Playing hide and seek with the lights turned off? In a haunted house, you're asking for something to happen.
any room our parents were in. So this night was going great. The only source of light was a flashlight that the seeker had. Crystal was usually found quickly because she had, and still has, really long curly red hair, and it almost glowed bright orange in the light. Kiara has long straight blonde hair, so she was found quickly too.
Oh, the struggles of being blonde. You can't play hide and seek without being found first, because your hair gives you away.
But Melissa and I have black hair, so we could blend in better. However, this night, Kiara was the seeker. She found us fairly quickly and only had Vincy to find. So she went to our parents' room and shined the light inside. Our parents had 2 white wardrobes that were attached on either side of a white dressing table, with a mirror on top of it. Kiara could see one of the wardrobe doors was slightly opened, and inside of it, in the darkness, she could—
Whoa! How did I just let that scare me? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. It's probably her friend just hiding.
see eyes staring out at her.
It's ugly.
She laughed and shouted, "Found you, Vincy!" But the eyes didn't move.
I don't think that's Vincy, girl.
They just stared at her. "I see you, Vincy," she laughed again. Suddenly, on the opposite side of the room—
No! Oh, that's scary. Wait, you tell me that that's Vincy?
the curtains of the window flew open, and Vincy jumped from the window ledge laughing.
Oh, no,
Kiara looked at him in confusion.
Nope. Nope. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. I want to know what happens next.
But I thought— Suddenly, the confusion turned to fear, and she looked back at the wardrobe. The eyes were still there, wide and staring at Vincy.
What would you do if you got up in the middle of the night, looked inside your closet, and you saw eyes like these staring at you?
I think that'd be really funny.
Vincy, but then slowly looked back in her direction. Kiara screamed and quickly turned on the room light, and they could both now see that the wardrobe was empty. Nobody hiding, no pets, no boxes.
What?
Nothing.
Oh!
Hide and seek in the dark soon became a memory after that.
Oh no! You telling me that what they saw was a ghost? Just set the whole place on fire. This is why I never played hide and seek in the dark. First of all, bad idea. And second of all, something similar to that happened to me as a kid, so I don't do that no more. Anyway, next story.
This story happened when I was in the 9th grade. I was going home after being at my friend's apartment. He's one of my good friends, so I often visited him. It was about 9 p.m. at night. Usually I went home at 5 or 6 when I visited him, but it was final exam week, so I went home later than usual to prepare for it together. He lives on the 15th floor. I took the freight elevator down because it was quicker than the passenger elevator. The elevator is kind of old, shaky, and not really well maintained.
Why would you just hop into an elevator that is old? What if I get stuck? What you gonna do then? Worst nightmare.
The walls are rusty, full of graffiti, and the light flickers, as you would expect from an old building's elevator. At the moment, there were 3 or 4 people with me going down to the lobby. The elevator went down normally. Then, suddenly, at the 9th floor, the door opened. I saw one of my other friends. Her name is Billy. She was playing, laughing with some kids who I assumed to be her friends.
Okay.
Then she looked at me and smiled. I stared at her for a moment, but I didn't reply to her because, well, we're not—
Oh, he's blushing. Look at his face. Oh, someone's got a crush.
that close. Nothing came to mind to say. So the elevator closed back up and took me to the lobby. But soon, I realized that no one that was on the elevator with me seemed to notice those kids, despite the loud laughter they made. But once again, I didn't care about it, so I went back home and rested. The day after, I saw Billy again. Out of curiosity, I asked her, "Hey, why were you playing so late at night? Why didn't you stay at home?"
No.
She looked confused, as if I was asking her a random question. She then asked me, "Well, what do you mean? I didn't go anywhere yesterday. I was at—
Who was that he saw at the elevator then? Does she have a twin? I have so many questions.
at my house." I was a bit confused, and I couldn't believe what she just said. She then asked me again, "Well, what was I wearing yesterday?" I answered, "You wore a white t-shirt, right?" I was hoping that she would say yes, but she said no. I felt my heart dropping. If it wasn't her that I saw last night, then who?
Who was it? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, does she have a twin? Does she have a sister? Does she have a cousin who maybe looks like her? Who is that? The story still continues though. That's not the end. It still continues.
Later, as usual, I was visiting my friend and went home late again. I waved goodbye to him as I was walking the corridor. One thing came to mind. How am I gonna get down? Remembering those elevator things, I took the stairs. Well, I guess it—
What would you guys do? Would you take the rusty old elevator, or would you go down the stairs? The creepy, dark stairs. I don't know, that's a hard choice. What would you guys do? Elevator or stairs? Well, he chose stairs, and let's see what happens.
It wasn't a really good decision, but at least better than that scary elevator. I walked down the dark stairwell. Once in a while, I looked at the open part, and this time, I saw a shadow figure looking out from the balcony across.
Oh.
It seemed normal to me, probably a person looking down, so I kept on walking. Watching my step, I looked back up again, and suddenly, the shadow figure thing disappeared.
Oh, no, yeah, at this point, you gotta yeet out of there. You gotta yeet. I would just go walk upstairs and just spend the night at my friend's house. At this point, I don't want to take the elevator. I don't want to take the stairs. Just stay with your friend. Just wait. Come on. Why do you do this?
I was so scared thinking about how the hell did that guy disappear that quickly? By jumping down the balcony? My steps went quicker, but to my astonishment, I saw the sign 8th floor. Which means I saw that figure when I was on the 9th floor. That same floor that I witnessed the ghost Billy.
Oh.
Soon I called my friend and told him about it. He was surprised and told me that a lot of people also said that the 9th floor is actually haunted. There was one—
I don't get it. Why didn't his friend just tell him that the 9th floor was haunted before he even came to his house? Guys, what do you do if you see this man standing by the stairs staring at you? These stories are getting scarier and scarier. like I said, hope you guys are not watching this at night. Otherwise, good luck sleeping.
Hi, my name is Shay. Well, at least that's what everyone calls me. About 11 years ago, my mom, my big brother, and I moved from Mississippi to Nashville, Tennessee. We were staying with my uncle and his wife and stepkids for a while until we got our own place. About a month later, we found an apartment to stay in.
Let me guess. It's haunted.
I had a bunch of teddy bears that I really liked between I was 12 going on 13. Well, when we finished to move our new house, I decorated my room really nice, and I set my teddy bears on my shelf above my bed. A week later, I noticed one of my teddy bears would always go missing, and I would find it under my brother's bed.
Oh,
I thought
no.
he was taking my teddy bear just to freak me out, but he really had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, this is not leading anywhere good, is it? What if there's like a man living in their house or something? Or a ghost? Ah!
It was kind of weird, so I decided to lock all my bears in my closet. They stayed in my closet for 2 days. Everything was fine. That's what I thought until the third day after has been started. The third day, I woke up on a Saturday and my closet door was cracked and my teddy bear was in the same place under my brother's bed.
Oh, that is one creepy teddy bear. Burn it.
I knew something was wrong. After that, I immediately threw my teddy bears away after that.
Hey, you don't gotta throw them all away. Just throw that one teddy bear that keeps getting misplaced. And you don't gotta throw them all away.
We stayed in that apartment for a year. After that, we moved. I'll never forget the day of the move. We found bones in the fireplace from a human.
Wait, excuse me? They moved into this house and they lived there for a while. You're telling me they never noticed those bones? I wouldn't know what to do.
Now I'm 23, and I still remember that day, but I always think, what if I set up a video camera to see what was causing my teddy bears to do what they did?
Oh, maybe that would have been smart, just setting up a security camera. Could have caught a ghost child or something. Ooh. Are you guys getting spooked? Drop a like if you have. I know I have. And also subscribe if you guys are enjoying the videos.
It was the spring of 2017. I was flying out to Chicago for a job interview. It was around 11 p.m. and I was sitting in my gate at the San Francisco International Airport. A storm was raging outside. Rain pouring down the windows as everyone was bundled up on the seats and keeping to themselves. I was just scanning the rows of people in seats sleeping, on laptops or phones, and wearing earbuds before I noticed this one guy.
Ugh! Why is he smiling like that? I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a couple of dudes who smiled at me like that before.
He was sitting in the farthest corner of the gate by the corridor, with no one else sitting around him. He was not on his phone or wearing headphones like everyone else. He has this huge, crooked grin plastered on his face, and
he looks like the Joker. Well, I mean, at least the Joker is somewhat attractive.
He's staring directly at me.
Ooh.
He looked pretty average in terms of looks and what he was wearing. But that grin was so creepy. I turned away and pretended I hadn't seen him. But the fact that he was staring at me made me continuously turn to eye him back without realizing. Eventually, they called our gate and I boarded the plane.
Yes,
I took my seat in the
finally!
business class right by the window and went on my phone, checking Instagram.
Imagine if he was on the plane with her. Let's hope not.
And texting friends. I did not see the creepy man boarding. An hour later...
What was that? Did you guys see that? Oh, that's so creepy. Imagine looking at someone smiling like that. Oh, see, it's so creepy. Ew, ew. Okay, I'm not doing that ever again.
An hour later, we were up in the sky. Sometime through the flight, I got up to use the bathroom, and as I was finishing up in there, someone knocked on the door. I called out,
What?
occupied, but the person continued knocking repeatedly and aggressively. As I was washing my hands, I ignored it, hoping it would go away,
Not the guy,
but
is
it didn't. So I opened the door to make some ballsy remark, but froze when I saw who was in front of me. It was
No! So he was on the plane with her. What are the chances? What are the chances that creepy Mr. McCreepants is on the same flight as her?
that guy from the airport, still with that creepy grin plastered on his face.
What does he
Quickly,
want?
I pushed past him and walked to my seat, not glancing behind me.
What do you want, dude? What do you want? Why you gotta smile like grr?
The rest of my flight went normal except for the fact that I couldn't get him off my mind. As soon as we landed in Chicago, I was the first to get my suitcase down from the overhead luggage.
Good.
And the first off of that airplane. I called an Uber.
Good thing she immediately left.
As I walked to the airport parking lot. It was 12 p.m. in Chicago. The Uber came and I drove to my hotel. And as I checked into my room, I realized something horrible.
No.
My wallet was missing. I don't know where I could have left it. So I called the airport and asked them to search the plane. They did so and got back to me a few hours later saying they found nothing. I drove back to the airport and spent the
Let me guess. The creepy Mr. McCreepants smiley guy has it.
whole rest of the day searching and turning up nothing. My only theories were I had somehow left it at San Francisco or it had been stolen. I was able to recover and spent 3 more days walletless in Chicago. But you know what? Here's the scary part. When I got back to San Francisco and drove to my house, I discovered something disturbing.
Oh no.
My door was unlocked, and my entire house was trashed. Everything had been broken, and anything worth a slight amount of value had been taken.
Oh no, that's the worst. Being away for a while, coming back, and then coming back to a mess like that. Oh.
I checked my security footage and was able to identify the intruder as the grinning man from the airport who, sure enough,
Creepy McCreepants. At it again.
had my wallet and therefore my keys. I called the police who found his fingerprints all over my house. The only scary thing was that the prints did not match anyone on record.
Oh no. How'd they go in a red? Ah! Why you gotta end the video like this? Alright, that's it. I can't take this anymore. It's 4 a.m. I should be in bed. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Hope you don't have nightmares.